America, we are so fucking back, baby. Welcome to another episode of America Unfiltered. Hope you guys are having a great day today. We have a great show for you guys tonight. A lot of different things to talk about. Our first thing I want to talk about is, and I hate to have to admit this sometimes, but the Israel lobby might have been right about one thing, Regime change in Iran, again, not that I want more war, but it's like, did you guys see the Ayatollah's tweets today? The Ayatollah is, simping for women now? What the fuck is going on over there, Iran? Well, what the fuck is happening in your country? The Ayatollah is turning into a liberal pussy. The Ayatollah is simping over women on X right now. It might be time for regime change over there. We'll talk about that today. We'll talk about, I don't even, what the fuck is going on? Seriously, what the fuck is going on? It's baffling to me. The Ayatollah, right? Let me read one of these tweets just so you guys know what I'm talking about. He goes, "Women are the manager of the home, not a servant for you to say, why didn't you do this? Why didn't you do that? Why isn't the house clean?" What what's the point of having a wife if that's not what a woman, the fuck is going on in this world, guys? What's going on? So we'll talk about that today. We'll talk about the fall of Ben Shapiro. This is something we can all be excited about. Not actually siding with the Israel lobby, just some humor, but Ben Shapiro's falling off hard, and he's falling off because Ben Shapiro is a cuck. Ben Shapiro is a pussy. Ben Shapiro is an asshole. Ben Shapiro doesn't care about Americans. The only reason he cares about America is because America supports Israel. And where do I get that from? From his own mouth when he said it. He doesn't support our religion, yet he wants to push this Judeo-Christian oxymoron bullshit. He says that if Americans can't afford to live in their country and in their towns, then they should just move. But if Israel can't afford to live in the Middle East, then the United States should fund them to be able to live in the Middle East. So Ben Shapiro right now is having a major fall off. He's crashing out. Ben Shapiro's numbers are dog shit. We'll go over that today. We'll talk about that. And I also want to talk about Candace Owens and Turning Point USA. Candace Owens laid out yesterday that she thinks people in Turning Point USA turned against Charlie Kirk. And then Turning Point USA gave a 8-minute message or so back to Candace. And in that message, they said, we want you to come on the show and we want to talk it out. And Candace graciously accepted today. So that's something we're very excited for. We're supporting Candace through this investigation. We're going to dive into all this today. It's going to be a fun show. Hope you guys are having a great day. I want to remind you guys to smash the follow button, leave a comment, let me know what you think of the show. Read all the comments at the end of the show today. Remember to rate the show 5 stars on Spotify, follow on Spotify, and scan the code up in the corner. Join our Telegram channel to stay updated on all things America Unfiltered and America First. And one thing before we really get into the news today that I wanted to talk about is, I don't know if you guys saw your Spotify Wrapped today. I don't know if I was in any of your Spotify Wrapped when it came to the podcast section, but as someone who's new on Spotify for putting podcasts and stuff like that out there, this is my first year doing it. I am new to the Spotify Creators Wrap, and I just got that today. And breaking news, big news, and a huge thanks to all my viewers, all the people who love and support the show. Huge W's. We are in the top 5% of all podcasts in the entire world. Let's fucking get... This is all thanks to you guys, Part of it's thanks to me, I'm not going to say that I had nothing to do with it. I think I put on a decent show here for the folks. Hopefully the fellas enjoy the show, but this is really all thanks to you guys and your support, your comments, your ratings, your appreciation of the show. So I am very appreciative of you guys for doing everything you can to keep watching the show, stay updated with everything America Unfiltered, everything that's happening in the news, in the world, the way we're getting raped, robbed, and looted of our sovereignty day in and day out. And that's what we talk about here. And I'm very appreciative of you guys for watching the show, being fans of the show, and next year is going to be even better. I'm very excited for it. I've never been more excited than I have been today. I knew the numbers were doing pretty decent. I see the analytics on Spotify. I see Spotify were doing pretty well relative to all the other platforms I'm on. I didn't know top 5% in the world. And not only that, we were in the top 1% of podcasts that people finished. People, generally, they'll turn on something for a little bit, then turn it off. We're in the top 1% of podcasts that people watch when it comes to how long they watch it for. So let's fucking go, people. Thank you so much. I'm on the inside, I am smiling ear to ear. On the outside, a little bit, trying to contain the joy. Don't want to seem like a crazy person, but this is awesome fucking news. I couldn't have wished this when I started this show. This is really exciting. It really is vindicating in a lot of ways. A lot of people disagree with a lot of the things I say. They argue back and forth. They don't love it. They're like, oh, why are you saying that? That's crazy. That's crazy. That's this. That's anti-Semitic. That's racist. That's xenophobic. Like, who gives a shit? We're fucking top 5% of the podcasts in the world. Let's go, baby. You can't argue with facts. You can't argue with analytics. We are rising. We are grinding. We are moving up in the world, baby. And Ben Shapiro is falling, so we could celebrate that. But I wanted to give a special thanks to all my viewers, to all you guys who really put in the time, the effort, to put the comments in that I read at the end of the show, to watch the show, to stay updated on all my most recent episodes. So, huge thanks to you guys. Without you guys, none of this would be possible. I do want to get into the show, though, today. I want to talk about what the fuck is going on in Iran? I mean, I'm going to show you guys this. This is a tweet I started to read in the beginning, but the Ayatollahs, I'm going to show you. It's not just this one. He's posted a bunch of them. But he goes, women are the manager of the home, not a servant for you to say, why didn't you do this? Why didn't you do that? Why isn't the house clean? A woman is like a flower. A flower must be cared for and protected, and she will enrich you with her color, fragrance, and qualities. What the fuck is going on with the Ayatollah? Regime change now. Regime change now. The Jews were right. Israel was right. I'm sorry, guys. I'm sorry. I'm sorry, Israel. I'm sorry, Netanyahu. I'm sorry, Ben Shapiro. Sorry, Mark Levin. I'm sorry, Laura Loomer. Regime change. We need a regime change, guys. What the fuck's going on? Like, what the fuck is this? I'm like literally so baffled by it, but let's go. Women's achievements in intellectual and research centers in the Islamic Republic are unprecedented in Iran's history. We've never had this many women scholars and intellectuals in Iran. Do you think his like daughter or something took his phone and it's like, I'm gonna fuck this guy up. I'm gonna get this guy nuked. I'm gonna really fuck with this guy. Like, what's happening that the Ayatollah is suddenly a pussy? I don't know what to say. Again, I'm not saying we should be shitting all over women. That's not exactly my point, but it's like, why are you glazing them? What the fuck is going on? What did the women in Iran do to deserve that? Like, and then he's shitting on American women and the way America treats women relative to Iran. It's like, what the fuck? Are we in a Black Mirror episode? What the fuck is happening? The Islamic Republic has now shown a Muslim woman observing the Islamic dress code can progress further than others in all areas and be influential. Like, why are all of his tweets about women today? What the fuck's happening? The West insists on exporting its culture regarding women. They even argue that if a woman observes hijab and sets these limitations for herself, she won't be able to progress. The Islamic Republic has refuted that nonsensical logic. This guy's just glazing women left. Like, what's going on? I'm baffled by this. I'm sorry, Ben Shapiro. I'm sorry, Mark Levin. Guys, I'm sorry. I'm sorry. We can do Marco Rubio. I'm sorry. Trump, you were right. We should have bombed them. We should. I'm not mad we bombed Iran anymore. Do it again. Do it again. Do it now. Now. Like, what the fuck? No, I don't actually want a regime change, but like, this is crazy. Fatherless children, eroding familial relationships, ruining the family structure, gangs preying on young girls, and increasing sexual promiscuity, all under the name of freedom. Such corruption reflects the status of families in the West, and they label it freedom. What the, like, why is this guy talking about, like, this is supposed to be the supreme leader of Iran, the supreme leader of a Muslim country. What the fuck is going on here? I'm baffled and confused by this. This entire thing's crazy, but we might need, guys, send the army. Regime change today. Crusades now. Crusades now, please. In the Western capitalist culture, women are viewed as being objects of pleasure. The criminal gangs that have recently created an uproar in America are a clear indication of this. Islam's view of women is in complete contrast to that of Western capitalism. In Islam, a woman has independence, the ability to move and progress, and I can't even read it without laughing. Because one, it's just not true. Like, women in Islamic countries really don't have that many rights. It's one of the things these Islamic countries get correct. No, oh, sorry, shouldn't have said that. What the fuck is going on? Like, this is insane. In the home environment, the most important right of the highest priority, that's the lady of the... Whoa! This is crazy. Is the lady of the house? The woman of the house has his affection. There's a hadith that says that men shouldn't tell their wives, I love you. You should tell your wife to get you dinner. That's what you should be telling your wife. In many Western countries today, women are paid less than men for doing the same work. That's how they are today, which is totally unjust. Oh, the supreme leader of Iran is gay. Like, what the fuck is going... Guys, I've never wanted to nuke a country more. I've never wanted to go to war with a country more. Like, fuck Israel. I'm not even mad at them anymore. I'm mad at you, Iran. What are you doing? What the fuck is going... It's now America first to bomb Iran. Like, this is crazy. This is absolutely fucking insane. The Quran gives examples for all believers, not just for women who are these role models. One is the wife of Pharaoh, and the other is Maryam, the daughter of Imran. In other words, everyone should look at these two women to see whether they're on the correct path or not. I get what he's trying to do. It's probably, I don't know, it might be in retaliation to some of Trump's comments he made about Ilhan Omar, maybe. Like, I don't even know where the fuck this is coming from. I genuinely think this guy's daughter took his phone and it's just like, I'm gonna fucking rage bait the shit out of America today. Like, what the fuck is going on? I'm seriously, I was reading these today and I was like, this is absurd. We need to bomb the shit out of them. We need missile strikes now. We need to go to fucking war with this country. No, probably not, but I mean, this is like, what the fuck is going on? The Ayatollah is now, he's now a pussy. I don't know what other way to put it. The Ayatollah is a complete and utter pussy. Israel might have been right about this one, guys. Maybe they weren't building the nuke, but they're a bunch of fucking losers. Like, this is crazy. And again, I'm trying to be a little humorous. I'm not trying to fully shit on women. We love women. Women do have a special place in society. That's in the kitchen. That's in the home. It's homeschooling. It is not being the manager of the household. Like, the Ayatollah is saying women run the household. Bitch, really? That's the most retarded thing I've ever heard in my life. I mean, this is just absolutely absurd. We're going to keep moving on. I mean, I can't just keep fucking laughing at this guy forever. But it's like, this guy, every fucking tweet he has is about women over the last how many hours? We're still going, all about women. Probably starts about here. He met with thousands of Iranian women and girls on December 3rd. That's why it's happening. This guy met with a bunch of Iranian women, and he's like, I kind of want to fuck a few of them. And he sends out all these tweets. He's like, this is going to get me so much Muslim pussy. This is going to get me so many virgins. Why wait till he gets to heaven to get the virgins? He's going to get them now. The Ayatollah is like, I don't have to die to get these things. I'm going to secure the bag right here. That's what's happening. The Ayatollah is just aura farming for pussy right now, and it's regime change. What the fuck is going on? We're gonna keep moving on, though. We're gonna keep moving on with the show. I don't want to keep glazing Israel and the Israel lobby over their correct takes on Iran now. I mean, no, again, we don't stand with the Israel lobby. We stand against pretty much the entire Middle East. I don't support Iran. I don't support Israel. I don't support any of the Middle Eastern shitholes that are pouring people into America, that are filled with terrorists. I mean, every one of those Middle Eastern countries is filled with fucking terrorists. Who the fuck wants to deal with that? Why should we be funding any of the countries? Why should we be funding any of the proxies? Why should we have military bases in the area? Why should we be doing any of that? It's not really strategic for the United States. It's strategic for Israel. It's strategic for our allies in the Middle East. But our allies in the Middle East are terrorists who have bombed the United States. They literally attacked one of our ships, possibly involved in 9/11, killed one of our presidents. I don't see it. Keeping the track of the Israel lobby, let's start shitting on it again. Let's go into the fall off of Ben Shapiro, something we could be excited about. You guys know my personal beef with this fucking guy. I don't like him. I don't like him at all. I don't like the cut of his jib. I don't like that his hat gets bigger every time I see him. It's scary. It's like, is it growing, or are you just buying bigger ones, or is your head shrinking? What's going on there? This guy says the only reason he supports America is because America supports Israel. He says that if Americans can't afford to live here, they shouldn't. He said that Americans should never retire, and retiring's for pussies. Really? Go fuck yourself, Ben Shapiro. You're not a real American. And then he wanted to call people like me not real Americans. He was like, if you're a griper, if you support Nick Fuentes, if you don't support Israel, don't call yourself an American. Bitch, you don't call yourself an American. Your kids aren't American. Your wife's not American. You're not an American. You would be happier in Israel, to quote the great Brett Cooper, the beautiful, beautiful Brett Cooper. Sorry, we shouldn't glaze Brett Cooper. Like, that's crazy. I apologize, Brett. I know you're married. I know you just had a kid. Sorry about that. That's inappropriate. That's stepping over the boundaries a bit. If you're ever single, though. But yeah, Ben Shapiro's falling off right now. I mean, Ben Shapiro his brand is dying. We knew the Daily Wire was in a lot of trouble. They even have a class action lawsuit against them. He has to keep people like Matt Walsh in line. Get back to work, Matt Walsh. Do not criticize Israel. Unless, if he didn't, Matt Walsh would literally be like, nope, Israel's a shithole third world country filled with terrorists. Matt Walsh literally said if you're on Israel's side, you're on the wrong side. And then he deleted the video. I wonder why. Is it because his boss is an Israeli spy? Ben Shapiro? But Shapiro has fallen off viewership, plummeting, and subscribers going negative. He's now hawking Israel Wire memberships, Daily Wire, Israeli Wire memberships at a 50% discount. Look at these numbers. Wow. We're in the top 5% of podcasts in the world, and Ben Shapiro's fallen off. Christ is king. Oh yeah, baby. We are making it. We are rising. The Israel lobby's falling. America Unfiltered. America First is rising up. The world order is being restored, and it's being restored to the people telling the truth, the authentic people. I'm not here to lie. I'm not here to take money from the corporations and from the Israel shills and from all those cunts. I am here to promote America. I am here to tell you guys what I think, and just the honest opinions about where Americans are struggling, how we can do better. Well, Ben Shapiro's like, I don't give a shit that you're struggling. Get the fuck out of New York City. Get out of Chicago. Get out of Miami. Get out of Los Angeles. Fuck you, Ben Shapiro. I gave a 45-minute monologue about 2 weeks ago talking about how Ben Shapiro is just not a real fucking American. How Ben Shapiro is a guy who's like, you're not a real American. Like I said, if you're a groiper, it's like, dude, literally your wife is an Israeli. You are not a real American. You don't give a shit about America. You don't care about the young men in America who are struggling. You don't care about the young women in America who are getting abortions. You don't care about all the fucking issues we're dealing with in this country. You don't care about the drug epidemic. You don't care about the mental health crisis. You don't care about the housing crisis, the credit card debt, the student loan debt. You just want people to work forever, not retire, support Israel, do this Judeo-Christian bullshit that doesn't exist. That's all you fucking want. You're a shill, you're a pussy, you're a coward, you're a spineless freak. But yeah, his numbers are dog water. Ben Shapiro, the Goyim are winning. The Goyim are winning. We are winning. The Goyim are back, baby. Goyims are back. We're going to keep showing you guys some of the fall off of Ben Shapiro. I mean, look at this. That's a little too zoomed in there. A little zoomed in. Let me see if I could fix that. Look at that. I mean, look at those numbers. Absolute fucking dog water. This guy's terrible. This guy is awful. Ben Shapiro is a shill, a pussy. Ben Shapiro has no real fans left besides the Israelis. Like, unless you're Jewish in America, who's watching Ben Shapiro? Or unless you're like 60. Ben Shapiro, it's like the, what's that movie? Like Kung Fu Panda 2, I think. When, you know, you get trained by the guy only to come back and defeat him. We were trained by Ben Shapiro as kids. Ben Shapiro taught us how to debate when we were kids. And now we have come back, we are risen, we are powerful, and we are here to take Ben Shapiro down. Not physically, but take him down in the media space. We gotta take him down a notch. Just one time. Just Ben Shapiro he's a shill, he's a spy. Ben Shapiro he's quick with his words, but at the same time, his fall off is even quicker, so I'm celebrating this. The fall off of Ben Shapiro is here. America is healing. And eventually, like, it was political suicide to say, I don't support Israel. Eventually, it'll be a political suicide to say, I do support Israel. So, we're trending in the right direction right now. I want to show a video of Osmongold talking about the same thing as well.
Shapiro's side is losing massively. They are massively losing, at least on the internet. on the internet, there is an overwhelming support of America first, Israel last policies.
Let's go.
I think some of this is fueled by genuine anti-Semitism. Some of it is fueled by, class frustration. Some of it is fueled by just very simply like not wanting foreign countries to be involved in your country. And so anyway, this brand of conservatism, I think, is dying. It's dying. Ben Shapiro's side is losing massively.
It's dying. He's got that right. That Judeo-Christian neocon bullshit of we're going to support foreign wars, foreign aid, we're going to give them money. We're not buying it. You can keep selling us your bill of bullshit. We're not buying it anymore. We're smarter than your generations. We're smarter than you. We are America first. We are the true patriots who are going to restore order to this country, who are going to restore freedom to this country, who are going to restore sovereignty to this country. Unlike you, Ben Shapiro, you're falling off. You have nothing left. You literally have nothing. Look at the people you have on your network right now. Andrew Klavan, who the fuck watches this show? Matt Walsh, only decent one, but again, he's working for you. You have Michael Knowles. Who the fuck watches Michael Knowles obsessively? Who the fuck is watching any of these shows? You lost Brett Cooper, you lost Candace Owens, and Ben Shapiro's gonna take you guys through the gates of hell and he's gonna take everyone back? No, Ben Shapiro is falling off. Ben Shapiro is a relic of the past. Ben Shapiro, his talking points don't work anymore. You can't propagandize Gen Z and say like, no, Israel's not committing war crimes when we've seen the war crimes. I play the videos of the war crimes on this show. I even have people in the comments who are like, it's not a war crime. I'm glad that happened to them. You're all retarded if you're glad that happened. And not only are you retarded, you're going to burn in hell. And I'll pray for you, but you're going to burn in hell if you're okay with war crimes. Like Ben Shapiro, like Mark Levin, like Laura Loomer, like all these people. We need to have an America that actually has morals. We need to have an America that accepts Jesus Christ. We need to have an America that puts Americans first. And that's what the America First movement's about. It's not about supporting fucking Israel like Ben Shapiro wants. Ben Shapiro says if you don't support Israel, you're not a real American. What the? Like, how about if you don't support America unconditionally, you're not a real American? Go fuck yourself, Ben Shapiro. Who the fuck are you? Fucking insane. The gaslighting by this fucking prick. And then I want to show, this, again, is another video of Ben Shapiro talking about how the algorithms are what are destroying America and the love for Israel. It's like, dude. It's like the 100 women versus accountability joke. It's like they just can't do it. Accountability, like, women can't hold themselves accountable. And you know who else can't? The Israel lobby. They can't hold themselves accountable. They're like, we're not going to acknowledge any of the bad things Israel's doing. It's the algorithms. It's the kids. Their minds are rotted. It's like, no, maybe you're just a piece of shit. Maybe there's a Jewish oligarch. Maybe you guys are controlling the media. Maybe you guys control the banks, which are fucking everybody. Maybe you're celebrating 50-year mortgages. Maybe you're celebrating 15-year car loans. Maybe you're for mass migration. Maybe you're just a cunt. You ever think of that, Ben Shapiro, that you're just a cunt? You ever think of that? Did that ever cross your tiny little fucking head? Or has your hat fully consumed your head at this fucking point? We're going to watch this quick video of Ben Shapiro seething like a pussy.
The algorithms are destroying America. This is my informed view.
Sounds like it should go.
Yeah, I mean, there we go. Don, look at us come together. As soon as the reason I say this is because the TikTok and X algorithms in particular program for virality. Yes. And so they are programming for what is the strongest response, the strongest emotional response. Absolutely can be manipulated by outside actors. You've actually seen quite a bit of this on both TikTok as well as X. But people who are then in the real world use that as a substitute for polling. For example, so you see politicians, and if they get a lot of retweets, they think what they're saying is popular, and then they do more of it. And so you'll see it bleed over into the real world. Trends that you would never get if you just walked around and talked to normal humans suddenly start popping up when you talk around with normal humans because they've been watching it online and it's been really, really pushed. And so, you know, when people say, how do we get back to normal? My first recommendation is to do something that actually is the opposite of what our industry should be saying, which is get offline. Like actually turn off your phone and go to a place with actual human beings and have conversations.
Guys, too many people are seeing the war crimes online. You need to get offline. You guys, you got to get offline. The brain rot. You're seeing war crimes, and it's bad. It's bad for us. So get offline. Like, shut the fuck up. This is why you're a relic of the past and you're falling off. This is why your numbers are dog shit. And I'm a top 5 podcast in the world, bitch. Fuck you, Ben Shapiro.
Conversations with those people. And, you know, this is where I make my non-religious pitch. Everybody needs a form of Sabbath. You should get off your phone on Friday night. You should get back on your phone on Saturday night and just be completely disconnected from everything that's going on and be in a place where everybody who you know is, you know, bonding over values and over shared things. That the more online we are, the more polarized we are. And I think that's been the opposite of the way that we've viewed politics for decades in the country. The more informed you are, the better the electorate's going to be. And it turns out that because our informational ecosystem is so polluted and because it is actually programming to the id inside all of us, what that means is that probably the more time you're spending on X or the more time you're spending on TikTok, maybe the less informed you are, and also the more polarized you are, and the more out of touch with reality you are.
That's true. People think that they live on, I have a producer who lives on Twitter. And every time I ask him for something, he goes to Twitter. And I said, do you ever do research other than Twitter?
Touch some grass.
Yeah, touch some grass. But I do, it's interesting that...
Yeah, guys, take a break from watching the Israeli war crimes on TikTok and Twitter and go touch some grass. That's the key to all this. How'd the scientists in the world not figure that one out? These guys they're just shills. They're pussies.
You say that because I do every single day.
Don Lemon's also a bitch.
Tell people...
I've debated Don Lemon on TikTok. Retard. He's the deaf. Again, I said this about Fidel yesterday. Fidel is not as dumb as Don Lemon, I don't think. I mean, Don Lemon, it's offensive to retards to call Don Lemon a retard because Don Lemon is so fucking stupid. Don Lemon brings down the IQ for his race by, I mean, he's the reason. Like, Don Lemon is a fucking retard.
I'm on Go Live at 10 and 5, and I tell them between that, they can be informed without being inundated. They can read. And until then, I tell them, until I see you at 5 o'clock, turn the TV off.
Yeah, guys, they just want you to get offline. We're seeing their corruption in real time. And what's their answer? Just get offline. Get offline. Stop seeing it. They take the mask off too easily. I saw this video too. I thought this was interesting. Hillary Clinton, the Queen of Murder Inc., is name-dropping the future emperor Nicholas J. Fuentes.
To lose the U.S.?
I don't think so, but I don't think you can take it for granted. And I don't think it's a partisan issue. I think it's more generational. I mean, when you hear people like Tucker Carlson and Nick Fuentes talking, they're on the right.
She says it's generational, and then she names a Gen X or Boomer, whatever Tucker is, and then she names Nick Fuentes, who is a Gen Z. Like, no, it's just a common sense thing, sweetheart. Israel sucks. They're the bad guys. It's that easy.
You hear others saying similar things. They're on the left. So this is not a Republican versus Democrat kind of divide.
No, it's
this
a smart
is
versus
generational.
stupid.
I ask you, if Israel is losing the U.S., are we losing the Democratic Party? Is the Democratic Party losing itself? Looking at Israel?
Look, I think the Democratic Party, like the Republican Party, because you can go from obviously President Trump to people that are associated with the Republican Party. I mentioned two of them, Tucker Carlson and Nick Fuentes. That's a pretty wide range. I think similarly in the Democratic Party, you have a comparable range. But I don't think you can take anybody for granted. And I think it's important within the Democratic Party to have the kind of discussions that I was just talking about. And there are people that I disagree with within the Democratic Party. Obviously, a lot of people I disagree with in the Republican Party. But we have to do a better job of talking through the importance of supporting Israel and Israel's security in a way that crosses generations.
Are we?
They fail to see. They don't understand the actual problem. we have generations in America who are failing, and they are failing due to failed policies of that cunt generation. Hillary Clinton, you're a cunt. Hillary Clinton, you're a terrible, terrible, terrible human being. Some of the most vile, you're one of the most vile specimens to ever exist. I mean, you are an awful, awful human being. You fucked a guy in your cabinet, you said he killed himself, and you killed him off. Your husband raped a woman, he got a fucking blowjob from Donald Trump, got a blowjob from an Israeli spy, was blackmailed by Epstein, was blackmailed by Ehud Barak, all documented in the Epstein files. You ran Murder Inc., you got obliterated by a ex-reality TV star in the debate. You are a fucking criminal. You have deleted over 34,000 emails, I think it was. Hillary Clinton is one of the most vile, disgusting, grotesque cunts to ever exist. And then she's like, we need to figure out how to say that we support Israel across the generations. It's like, bitch. Generations in America are failing, and you want us to send money over to them as they're committing war crimes? And they do fucking nothing to help us, and they attack us, and they undermine us, and they spy on us, and the ambassador to Israel in the United States, Mike Huckabee, is meeting with the Israeli spy who once worked in the American government, Jonathan Pollard? But you want us to send money to them. You want us to just have love for this country. You don't understand it. You don't get it. You do not fucking get it. And that's why you're losing. That's why Ben Shapiro's losing. That's why Hillary's losing. That's why Mark Levin's losing. That's why Seth Dillon's losing. That's why Laura Loomer's losing. That's why the Israel lobby is failing, because they do not get it. They think it's about anti-Semitism. No, it's about getting raped, robbed, and looted in our nation, not having any sovereignty or individuality, and then being like, it's all fine. You just have to move out of your cities. You just have to work forever. You just have to get 15-year car loans and 50-year mortgages. Go fuck yourself. How about give us an America to live for? How about give us an America worth fighting for? I'm here fighting for America, and not for my generation, but I'm fighting for the generations that haven't even been born yet. And they just want to propagandize all of us. They want to tell us that we're being rained on and they're pissing on us. Like, it's fucking insane. They are literally raping us right now, and they're like, nope, it's fine. It's fine. It's fine. You guys are fine. And I'm like, no, I'm getting raped, actually. And they're like, no, you're not. No, you're not. And I'm like, I'm not consenting. And they're like, you're just getting fucked. You're not getting raped. And I'm like, nope, this is not consensual. This feels like rape. And they just look at you and they're like, shut up, you anti-Semite. Like, what? Go fuck yourselves. We are waking up to the bullshit of this foreign nation of Israel. We are waking up to the bullshit of the establishment that is the GOP, the DNC, that is all these terrible, terrible, corrupt institutions that are working against average Americans every single day. They're working against the interests of Americans, and they want to tell us that everything's fine. It's like, no, I'm being raped. I don't feel fine. I feel like I'm getting fucked constantly by you guys, and all I want is some fucking sovereignty. Israel's like, we want to be a sovereign nation. We want to be able to do the Greater Israel Project, but we need your money to do it. And if you don't give it to us, and if you say you don't want to give it to us, you're an anti-Semite. And then Ted Cruz, a representative in the United States, is like, if you don't stand for Israel, I don't stand for you. Then why are you representing people in America? Go represent the people in fucking Israel then, because you apparently only stand with them. Go fuck yourself. Go fuck yourself. If you don't get it, you are going to be out. You are going to be out of politics. You'll be out of our minds. You're relics of the past. You guys are nothing. Nothing. And I can't say that enough. You guys are literally nothing to us. You're not even a hurdle to us at this point. In the past, maybe a little bit. At this point, in 2025, in the great 2025, you are nothing to us. You're not even a hurdle. You guys, if anything, you're boosting us. Every time one of these dumb bitches gets on a mic, Hillary Clinton, Mark Levin, I don't have to fucking go over the list. You guys know the list of all the Zionist cunts in this country. Every time they get on a mic and they talk their shit and they're like, Nick Fuentes this, Tucker Carlson that, blah, 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 blah. Israel's great. I want to suck off Bibi Netanyahu. Every fucking time they do that, they help our cause. They're doing the heavy lifting for us at this point. They prove our points for us. They're like, there's no oligarch. And then they have 5 different Republican Jewish conferences, the World Jewish Conference, all talking about saying, we're going to control the narrative online. We are going to censor people. We're going to gatekeep people. We're going to not hire these people in government. It's like, okay, you're proving us correct. It's absolutely fucking insane. And then I have another video. Let me show this one first because it goes along more with what I'm saying, and then we'll go into the Bryce Mitchell video where Bryce Mitchell's Anti-Semite of the Year. How do we get on that? No, I'm kidding. But Nick Fuentes didn't get the bid either, which is crazy. But they're like, no, guys, we're not in charge of the media. We're not running government. We're not running banks. We're not doing this. That's all just anti-Semitic bullshit.
Before I begin, I want to say thank you to Miriam Elson, who has been such a consistent supporter of the Jewish people and the state of Israel. But I cannot talk about Miriam without saying another word about Sheldon. Sheldon was the greatest influence the Jewish people had in the White House, not only in Trump's time, but in Biden's time and all the other times.
The audio in this video is shit, so it's a little quiet, but they're taking the mask off. He was the greatest influence in the White House. Somebody who said they put Israel first. Somebody who preyed on gambling addicts, took that money they got from gambling addicts, dumped it into United States politics. Not for America, but for Israel.
He was the person, a one-man State Department for Israel, and we can't say enough about him. Before I begin,
Crazy. Absolutely fucking insane. And I wanted to show you guys this video. Bryce Mitchell has announced he's been voted in the top 10 anti-Semites of the year for the second year in a row. I wonder, does he get do they send him a trophy? What do they send him for this? Because you guys think Bryce Mitchell gives a shit? Bryce Mitchell's the guy who's like, I don't wear a seatbelt in case I have to roll out of the car. Bryce Mitchell is a fucking UFC fighter. A guy from West Virginia or whatever. Guy's a dog. The guy, he's America. I mean, this is America right here.
What's up, everybody? I just woke up. I found out I got top 10 anti-Semites of the year. This is 2 years back to back, man. This is awesome. And what's crazy about winning this year is I didn't even train. Like, I didn't even try. Like, seriously. Y'all probably thought, what does this champion got to do to keep making this list? And, dude, I don't do anything. I just exist as normal. I read my Bible and quote scripture. And then they keep calling me anti-Semite. But I'm wondering, like, what are they going to do? Like, when are they going to come kill me? Because, like, I'm still breathing.
I'm still breathing.
I'm still standing. But whatever, I just keep winning the whole damn competition. It's not even fair. Hell, I'm pretty sure I got first place out of that top 10. But yeah, like I said, if you want to be a champion, man, you just got to read your Bible. You can be anti-Semite of the year. I was just really hoping that these people would come and do something about it. But no, they ain't come and killed me yet. Jesus, he got to die. And did it with honor. I don't know why they're letting me live. But I tell you what, damn, feels good to be first place.
Feels good, dude. Bryce Mitchell's so fucking funny. He's great. He's one of someone asked me the other day, they're like, who's your favorite UFC fighter? Bryce Mitchell is easily top 2. I mean, Sean Strickland, Bryce Mitchell, they both have the same personality when it comes to this type of thing. Hilarious guys. But thug fucking nasty. Bryce Mitchell, guy's a beast. Guy's based. He's like, I'm just the champion, Not everyone has what I have. Not everyone has what it takes in them. But how did Nick Fuentes not get a bid on the list? I'm curious about that. Nick Fuentes got absolutely ripped off. It's like, yeah, Bryce is like, I'm the double fucking champ. He's like, when Islam raised both belts. Double fucking champ. It's like when Connor, he's like, I don't give a fuck. The double champ does what the fuck he wants. That's Bryce Mitchell right now. I mean, the comments under it are incredible as well. I mean, absolutely incredible. I have some other clips I want to show you guys. These are from Nick Fuentes' stream last night. These were great clips. I thought they were both very funny. So I figured I'd show you guys. And then we got some other news. We're going to get into the Candace Owens Turning Point USA immediately following this.
Y'all probably thought,
why is the audio? What the fuck? I didn't know the audio was playing again. Sorry if that was going over me, but I think you guys heard what I was saying.
A major go-off on Somalia on Thanksgiving. He writes this 5-paragraph screed, a rant, about how Somalians are from the third world and non-white people are ruining America and they're taking welfare and white people don't want to complain and we need to get them out. And I told you last night it was an awesome post. It's funny, it's edgy, it's topical, it's true. I loved it. And today he did the same thing all over again. He was in a meeting. He fell asleep during the meeting, which you might have saw. He's literally, and it's so funny because there's a clip from the meeting where he's just going down. You know, it reminds me of when I was in high school or college, when you're in a lecture, you're in class, and you didn't sleep, and you start falling asleep, and you're trying to stay awake, but you're just going down. And you remember in those days when you would sort of like half like wake yourself up, you'd like, your head would start to slump and you'd catch yourself falling. That's literally what happened in the meeting. Marco Rubio's going on, and Trump is going like this. He's like, and it's not even an exaggeration. He's just straight up for the second time in 2 weeks. He's just out in the meeting. And you could see it all over his face. He's like struggling to keep his eyes open. It's kind of endearing, actually. It's kind of funny. And so he rouses himself from his slumber. He's fallen asleep at the meeting. He wakes up just long enough to just go the fuck off on Somalia. He says their country stinks. All they do is bitch. We don't want him here. We're going to get him out. And then he closes the meeting. Then he says, all right, the meeting's over. And if we had 8 years of this, I would honestly not have a problem. This is great stuff.
Yeah.
Guy's 100 years old, clocks in for the day, sits down at the meeting, falls asleep, wakes up, goes off on the third world. All right, meeting over. I love it.
It's based. I mean, Somalia is a shithole third world country. Somalia, I even showed you guys that headline where it was like, there was a man in Minnesota, Somalian man, who raped a 12-year-old girl, and the Islamic Center wrote a letter of support for him saying he hasn't assimilated from non-Somalian culture, which insinuates that Somalian culture is to rape 12-year-old girls. We don't fucking need you in our nation, you Somalian. If you're Somalian watching the show, I don't even want you watching the show. Like, get the fuck out of here. Like, we don't need Somalians in America. We need more Americans, more white Americans to be born. They're just not having enough kids, and we need more of them. We don't need more of these third world shithole immigrants who are going to rape, steal, rob, loot, murder. We don't need these people. They just don't help America in any way. And there was this other clip from the show last night that this one was funny. We're going to watch this real quick.
Have been so fucking mind raped by women. It's not even funny.
Oh, yeah.
Men need to start like doing what they feel and being who they are and stop with this like over socialized, feminized programming that we've gotten from women where we're being told like, you know, I was talking to that guy, Tommy G, who was over here. He said, my wife is like a mythical creature. Tucker said, my wife is so mysterious. What? It's insane. Real masculinity is breastfeeding your newborn. Like, okay, you have gone insane. It's like, it's enough it makes you want to convert to Islam. And I don't. But like Muslim.
That's what I was thinking. But then the Ayatollahs, like, women are the cream of the crop. It's like, what? What happened? Regime change. Like, it's insane.
Straight up right about women. The East is, this is why the West is fucking dying. The West is dying because we are simps. We are being bossed around and controlled by women, even when we're not. Even when we're not, psychologically we are. Because, and that makes us a ridiculous society. It is a ridiculous society that we are listening to these overgrown children being bossed around, constantly having to explain ourselves to them, appeal to them, deal with their emotions like it's anything other than sentiment. This is why we're a fucking joke of a country. You think that flies in China? You think that flies in Saudi Arabia? You think that flies in Russia? It doesn't.
Russia's based.
And over here we say, those men are sexist pigs. It's like, no, they're men. We are a joke. The women don't even respect it. The women don't even respect it, you know? That's the best part. So.
The women don't respect men anymore. At this point, they're just like, you know what? If I act like a trad calf, I could just boss the shit out of a man. Like, no, because a real man is going to fucking put you right back in the house.
Yeah, I mean, I just can't stand. I can't take another one of those lectures from the wife guys, the simps, and they're just good little boys. You know, stuff them in their fucking pocket. Their wife practically carries them around in their purse. And they unzip their purse, and you know, a Protestant with a baseball cap and a stupid fucking beard pops out and says, "Real masculinity is when I do whatever my wife says." And she goes, "Good boy, good boy." You know, one of these bald, bearded fucking losers pops out and says, "Real masculinity is when you respect your wife as your peer and your equal." And she goes, "That's the man I married. Want a treat? If you fill out your chore chart, I'll give you a blowjob." It's like, I just can't.
That's crazy, because that's real. There are literally men like that who are like, "Honey, I did all the chores. Do I get head?" Like, it's crazy. It's like, it's your wife. Can she say no? Should she? Like, I don't think she should be allowed. Like, it's crazy. Like, what the fuck's going on?
Feminism must be eradicated. It just must be eradicated in the United States. It just has to go.
Feminism ruined women and men.
Taboo, even more so than Jews. You can talk about blacks. You can talk about Muslims. You can talk about Hispanics. Lately, you can even talk about Jews. You cannot talk about women. Because this is, you know, because then everybody loses their minds. The women freak out. The simps freak out. And it's just, somebody's got to call us out. And it has to be me, I suppose. The other thing is they're all podcasters. They're all podcasters acting like they're better than me. I'm way better at this than you are. Podcasters with no following, with a fraction of the audience, they got no motion, and they go, "This guy is just a troll. This guy he's never built anything. All he does is troll." Hey, we're both podcasters. I'm just 1,000 times better at it than you are. So what are you talking about? You know, you're a podcaster on a podcast saying, "This other podcaster, he never built anything." Well, I'm better at your job than you are. So maybe that counts for something. Anyway.
Yeah. We got down with big women, down with feminism. It's ruining this country in a lot of ways. It's one of the many things ruining the West, ruining America, ruining men and women. Men are becoming simps and pussies. Women are becoming obnoxious bitches and tortas. And it's all due to feminism. And feminism was not started by women. Feminism was started by a man. And that man didn't give a shit about women's rights. That man didn't care about the liberation of women. What that man cared about was like, I want to tax 2 people in the household, not just one. I want to indoctrinate your kids. I don't want people being home with the kids all day. That's what feminism was about. It wasn't about women's empowerment. You think the guy who started feminism was like, "You know what? I just really think they're smart." Really? Really? No, that's not what it was about. It was about indoctrinating your kids and taxing you bitches. And you're not all bitches. All the women who watch the show, you're obviously some level of based, I would imagine. Maybe you don't agree with everything I'm saying now, but hopefully you get the point of women don't act like women anymore, and men don't act like men anymore because men see themselves through the lens of women, and women's perspective is bullshit now. Women want to kill off their own offspring, that's a mental illness in itself. I mean, like, the fact that for most women in this country, like the majority of young women in the country, their number one thing when it comes to voting is, who's going to let me kill my offspring? Like, that's fucking crazy. And women are so fucking, like, not all of them, but some of them are so fucking dumb because they're like, "Oh, I can't walk around alone at night. It's so dangerous in my country. But I'm going to go vote for a candidate who's going to bring in more third world immigrants and release more people from prison because black people aren't actually violent." Like, really, bitch? Really? Like, I don't know. It's fucking insane to me. Sorry, excuse me. But yeah, absolutely fucking insane to me. Down with big women, down with the big tortas. We're going to keep moving on. I saw this. I mean, if you guys don't know who Dennis Prager is, he is a disgusting, vile human being who runs PragerU. And watch this quick clip of him proving that he's a disgusting, vile human being.
Would you use the word evil of animated child pornography? Because
No,
I certainly would.
No, I would use evil only with behavior. That's where we might differ, forgetting the sex issue. You can't be evil. You didn't do evil if you thought evil. You did evil
if I'm
if you
masturbating
committed.
to animated pictures of pornography, I'm not doing something evil.
That's correct.
Yeah, I think that's despicable. Yeah.
Really?
Yes, of course. Would you use the word evil of animated child pornography?
So Dennis Prager's okay with AI animated child porn. The guy who runs a massive education platform for children is okay with AI generated child pornography. I'm trying to stay calm because I just... Where's Bryce Mitchell when Bryce Mitchell? Come on, come here, Bryce, beat the shit. Like, get him, Bryce, get him, go, Bryce, now. Like, what the fuck is going on? How is this allowed? How is this like? Maybe they're right. Maybe we don't need free speech. Maybe we need to limit it. Like, this is fucking crazy. This is absolutely insane. We've gone too far. This Jewish guy, Dennis Prager. You know what? It's cool. It's cool as long as it's not real. Just like what the fuck is going on? I'm losing my mind, guys. It's insane what we're going through. Losing my fucking mind. We're gonna get into the back half of the show now. I want to show you guys this Candace thing, then we'll talk about a couple other things before we sign off, less important topics, and we won't sign off, we'll go to the comments and then sign off. I want to show this Candace video, though, real quick. I mean, Candace Owens accepts Turning Point USA's debate challenge to address the many questions they have mischaracterized in Charlie Kirk's assassination. Let's watch this video of Candace. Candace has a bigger cock than anyone at TPUSA at this point.
And global investigation of Charlie Kirk's assassination, they at long last issued a public invitation or a challenge. I'm not sure what it is, but I accept.
Let's go.
Quite literally, all we have ever asked for were sensible answers to our basic questions about what transpired on September 10th. And it looks like we're going to get those things. So major win. I am excited. And global investigation.
That would be huge. Candace formally accepted. They didn't think she would. They were like, no, this woman's a pussy. She won't. Candace, you have my support. You're one of the only women in politics that I'm actually... You and Anna Kasparian, just because I want to marry Anna, to be honest. I mean, that's just a personal a personal goal of mine. But, no, I think Anna's married. I wouldn't do that to her. I don't want to mog her husband like that. And Candace belongs to Nick. We all know that. So, I'm not gonna touch on that subject. But Candace, this is your moment, sweetheart. You've been drip feeding, you've been Bravo TVing the shit out of this, you've been drip feeding the information. This is your moment, sweetheart. You are the lion's den, not them. They're walking into you right now. You have to bring the fucking heat. You have to get ready with the facts, the information. I swear if Candace goes on the Turning Point USA show and she drip feeds like she's done in the past, I will lose my fucking mind. But I think she'll do an all right job. I support her. We're gonna... When that happens, maybe we'll do a live stream that day, and we will live stream it as it happens. I saw this headline. We're going to move on from that. We're going to go to the back half of our show before we get to the comments. But when asked whether they were a person who openly expresses various racist or anti-Semitic views by the Manhattan Institute, 34% of Republican respondents ages 30 to 49 were like, yeah, why not? Only 3% of Republicans over the age of 65 said the same. Boomer retards. Among younger respondents, 23% of those ages 18 to 29 and 6% of those 50 to 64 also answered that they are such a person. The world is healing, folks. The world is waking up. The world is waking up. And the beautiful thing is they're not actually anti-Semitic. They're not actually racist. What they are is they're based. They are based. They are informed. They are noticing. Like, I get called a racist because I call out black crime. Is that racist to say that black people should improve? That's crazy if that is. I get called an anti-Semite because I don't support Israel, and I think that there is a oligarch in America that is controlling Americans' interests and lobbying American politicians and rape, robbing, and looting us of our sovereignty. Is that anti-Semitic, or is that just noticing? Is that just calling out the things that Ben Shapiro is saying, that Mark Levin is saying, that fat-ass fuck Randy Fine is saying? Because I'm repeating the things they're saying. And somehow when I give my perspective on what they're saying, I'm an anti-Semite. But when they're like, no, we control the media, we are... Like the woman at Facebook, or I don't know if she's still there, but the woman who was a head or in charge of content moderation was like, I'm a proud Zionist woman, and people say we control the media, and we deleted all those posts. Do you not see the irony in that, sweetheart? You're a Zionist who is deleting and censoring posts about people saying that Zionists control the media. Mask off. Like, it's fucking insane. It's actually insane. So these people, they're noticing. The world is healing right now. But those are rookie numbers. We need to get them up. And these as well. I saw this. Current Polymarket predictions indicate that President Trump will have deported somewhere between 250,000 and 500,000 illegal immigrants by the end of the year. Abysmal numbers. We had like 10 to 20 million come in under Joe Biden alone, and Trump is going to get what, like 2 million, maybe 3 max out of here, and then he's bringing in millions of legal immigrants. We've never brought in more legal immigrants. We've never been giving out more green cards, according to Christy fucking Noem. Like, what is America turning into? Do they give a shit about us? Do they care about the Native Americans who were born in this country, whose ancestors built this fucking country? No, they don't. They care about the citizens of foreign nations. They care about winning trade deals, so they need to take in 600,000 Chinese spies. It's fucking insane. Absolutely abysmal. I saw this as well. This was insane. All our crime statistics are skewed against white people. For people who don't believe it, it's like, okay, what race is this guy right here? Black guy. Race, white, huh? Black guy. Race, white. Hispanic, maybe black? White. Black guy, white. Are you kidding me? White. Like, these aren't white people. These are not white. Like, it's actually insane. It is actually insane that this is happening. Like, it is insane. They're like, white people commit crime. I'm not saying they don't at all, but it's like, obviously there's some misinformation out there. Fake news, white people are innocent. like, this is insane. They just want to drag us down. They want to drag us through the mud. And they're like, you know what? We're just going to misrepresent. I saw this, and we have to celebrate the retard of the week, retard of the day, which is Sabrina Carpenter, the whore and slut, the demonic whore and slut. She said to Trump, the Trump administration, you guys should not be allowed to use my music in your terrible, whatever the fuck you're doing, deportation videos. I don't support it. It's inhumane. It's like, bitch, you're a demonic whore and a slut. Every one of your videos, every one of your pictures, every song you make is about you being a whore and a slut. Like, shut up. You should have less rights. Shut up, bitch. Like, who the fuck? Like, look at, this is her album cover. And she wants to criticize us? Like, bitch, why doesn't that guy who's up there just fucking want, like what world are we in that this woman thinks she can tell me what the fuck to do, or tell the Trump administration what the fuck to do, or tell anybody what the fuck to do, especially a man? Like, shut up, whore. This is crazy. I mean, this is absurd. But the retard of the day, retard of the week, officially we are going to give to Sabrina Carpenter. Bryce Mitchell wins Anti-Semite of the year. Sabrina Carpenter wins retard of the year. Crazy. What a crazy day on the show today, right? We got the Anti-Semite and the retard of the year crowned. I saw this as well. I mean, this guy has to be the biggest pussy. Like, if your wife's doing this to you, you're not even a man. This is a lesbian wedding at this point. I'm muting it so it doesn't get copyrighted because there's music, but it's like, she's picking him up, she's grabbing his ass, getting a handful of both cheeks. What the fuck have we come to in America? Like, black men are supposed to be based. Like, I don't like the crime. I don't like the lack of reading and writing and arithmetic. But you guys at least are supposed to be based on women specifically. Like, what the fuck is this? Yeah, I'm gonna let my wife pick me up like I'm a bitch, like I'm a slut. Absolutely insane. I saw this. It's like, why are men so shy to date trans girls? It's like, you know what? I like my women without a penis. I like, hold the penis, please. Just the woman part, maybe. Why are men so shy to date men? Is basically what they're saying. Really? Again, the Israel lobby might be right about us. We are just goyim. We're goyim. We are goyim. Our last thing I want to talk about today for just a brief moment before we get to our comments and sign off today. The MyPillow guy is now like, you know what? I'm going to challenge the retard Tim Walz as governor. Hopefully throws out the Somali flag day one if he wins. I mean, the MyPillow guy, from crackhead to fucking small business owner, TV conglomerate, Trump donator. This guy was a former crackhead. And somehow I like this guy more than I fucking like the retard Tim Walz. Tim Walz is such an utter fucking retard. And he's like a symbolism of being a pussy when you're white. Like, he is just a white hater. He is a pussy. He's a bitch. He just hates himself for being white. His kids are freaks. His entire life is a sham. He was the VP to a woman, or potential VP to a woman. Like, that's crazy. That's emasculating. But Mike Liddell, look at the hammer on that guy. Like, look at that fucking hammer. Like, I got to grow my mustache out a little more. Get the same hammer he's got going there. Because look at this handsome son of a bitch right here. This is the kind of guy we want running Minnesota right now. From crackhead to future governor of Minnesota, Mike Lindell. You heard it here, folks. Buy your MyPillows today. Support our friend. No, I don't know. I mean, it's just crazy. What world do we live in now that the MyPillow guy's like, you know what? Fuck it. I'm going for governor. Fuck it. I'm going for governor, guys. Fuck it. That's the world we live in now. It's fine though. We could celebrate it. I don't hate this guy. I don't dislike him that much. Iffy. I'm back and forth sometimes, but he's entertaining. I've read his book. It's actually a decent book, So that's the last thing we had to talk about. Let me bring you guys back to the main screen. There we go. We talked about the Iranian Ayatollah just being what the fuck's going on? We thought you guys were based on women, and now you guys are simping for women. Like, we thought we had to get your shit together before we do push a regime change, Iran. Like, what are you doing? Are you trying to get us to side with them? Is that what you want? You want us to side with the Israel lobby? Get your shit together. Like, I'm very convinced that this guy's daughter is like, I'm going to rage bait the shit out of people today. Just sitting there giggling with her friends. Like, what's going on there? That was fucking insane. We talked about the Spotify rap. I mean, huge W. We're in the top 5% of podcasts in the world. Top 5%. Let's fucking go. Thank you. It's you guys who did this, so thank you. We talked about the fall off of Ben Shapiro. We talked about Candace and Turning Point USA. We talked about Mike Lindell. It was a fun show today. I do want to go over to our comments. Let me get them pulled up. Give me one moment here. Hope you guys are having a great day so far. Hope you guys are enjoying the show. Remember to like, smash the follow button, leave a comment. Let me know what you think about the show. We'll read all the comments at the end of every show. Let's see. Start over with YouTube maybe, because we just got a couple on there. We got a couple comments. Let's see. Let's get them pulled up. It always takes a fucking second to load for no reason at all. There we go. Yeah, one comment on YouTube. YouTube, we're fucking shadow banned. Spotify, we're top 5 in the world. Top 5%. Make it make sense. Fucking crazy.
I'm sure I've seen all the Candace and Nick clips the past few days. Should be a great show just based on that.
Hopefully you enjoyed yesterday's show. I had some audio issues. Got them fixed for today, though. Hopefully the audio is working for everybody today. Thank you for supporting. Here we go.
America first and fucking only.
Let's go. Based. America first and fucking only. America first and fucking only. There's no other option. If we want to succeed as a country, we need to be fully immersed in America first. We cannot let them win. We cannot let them win. We can never allow them to win. And as long as we have Jesus Christ on our side, we will never lose. Thank you for your comment. Thank you for the support.
If Nick had Down syndrome, you'd be him.
Nice. Thank you. See, I don't give a shit if you insult me because you're doing nothing with your life.
Audio is very quiet this episode.
Yeah, audio issues yesterday. Audio issues for sure. I fixed them though. Sorry about that.
Can you recommend an audiobook to listen to? I'm here working on tractor trailers, keeping America moving, listening to and loving your show.
An audiobook. The Israel Lobby. That's a great audiobook. Great book. The Israel Lobby. Spy Fail. Chaos, 48 Laws of Power, Art of War. If you want some more, let me know. But those are some good places to start for sure. Thank you for your comment.
Regardless of what Nick Fuentes is saying, I think most people support him because he isn't governable. Nobody has control of him. He bases his beliefs on factuality, and the people in power hate him. Not to mention he's also funny.
Yeah, he could relate to the youth. He is one of us. And beyond that, one of the reasons they hate him is because, like, anybody could just point at him and be like, it's them, it's them, it's them. What Nick can do is he can name names and connections and tie spider webs together that most people are not able to do, and he's one of the best orators of all time. Thank you for your comment. Yeah, Nick Fuentes we trust, and Nick we trust.
The America First movement of the 1930s. Also.
And there's a follow-up.
And basketball, football, and UFC is bread and circus, but still better than porn.
Well, porn is demonic. Porn is terrible. Porn is one of the worst things ever introduced into the world. And again, I don't think if you're taking a couple hours out of your Saturday night to watch some UFC, I don't think it's the worst thing in the world. I get what you're saying. Hyper-obsessing over anything is not great, but I don't think it's the worst thing in the world, actually. That's one place where I disagree with some people, where I think sports are actually kind of decent. I like sports. I grew up on them.
Your show is never under expectations, always wonderful, but I'm curious. What's something politics has taught you about people that surprised you?
Good question. I thought we were more civil than we were, and I realized after Charlie Kirk's assassination that people would celebrate if I died. That was actually pretty eye-opening and mind-blowing and, like, kind of gut-wrenching. Because you kind of knew it. Like, you had this underlying feeling that, like, okay, you know, people really don't like what I say, but, like, maybe they wouldn't you didn't think they would celebrate. But then you saw Charlie Kirk get shot in the neck, and, like, someone turns around and fucking starts pumping their fist and, like, celebrating. Then you see these millions or hundreds of thousands of videos on social media of people celebrating it, and it's just like, holy shit, this country is really going to hell. It's going to hell in a handbasket, to quote that old guy. And then you wrote a follow-up. That's a good question. Thank you for that.
In my experience, it blows my mind how greedy and selfish people can be. I know this isn't politics, but every company I've worked for doesn't care about their employees or customers. They only care about the money. It's so disappointing.
I mean, good observation. And that is politics in a way, from the sense that a lot of the reason that is because it's very hard to succeed. Like, it's not saying that no small businesses or businesses can succeed, but it's very hard in today's day and age where, like, the economy is shit. People aren't spending as much money stimulating the economy. People are really struggling all around, even the small business owners, your average Americans who fund the small businesses. And a lot of these, I'm not trying to justify what the employers are doing, but a lot of the reason is because they really only do give a shit about money. Like, if they were really successful, they might care about their employees a little more, but a lot of them don't, because it's very fucking, and I'm not trying to justify what they're doing. I'm just trying to say, like, it does have to a little bit do with politics. So great observation by you. Great question, great observation. Thank you for your comment. Let's go to the next comment.
The government doesn't owe us anything except an equal playing field.
And we don't have an equal playing field. You literally get censored and demonetized, debanked, deplatformed, put on a no-fly list if you criticize Israel like Nick Fuentes.
That's what they owed us before all the corruption, etc. There are some broke boomers too about to retire and have their savings wiped out. They might feel hard done by, especially veterans, I would imagine.
And you talk about like an even playing field. It's like, is it an even playing field that we're paying into Social Security and we'll never get it? No, it's not an equal playing field. It's called being raped, robbed, and looted.
Please rename this show The Nick Show.
I support Nick, but no, the show's not all about him. Shut the fuck up.
You could talk about the accusations that Pete Hegseth did a war crime, or Trump might go to war with Venezuela, or Tim Walz knowingly giving $1 billion to the Somali community even though he knew they were doing fraud.
Tim Walz is a fucking retard. I don't support the regime change war in Venezuela. And I looked into the Hegseth war crime a bit. If it was a confirmed double tap attack, that's not great. I don't support that, but I need to see the evidence myself. And they said today in the press conference that they will release all the videos they have. So, again, dude, when have I ever been afraid to call out Trump and his administration? Fucking relax. If I see it, I'll call it out, but we haven't seen definitive evidence yet. I've showed you videos of Israeli war crimes, and every time you're like, it's fake. I showed you a video of a Palestinian prisoner getting raped, and you're like, he's just getting a pat down as the guy's thrusting into his ass. I showed you videos of kids getting executed. I showed you videos of people trying to get food getting fucking shot at, and you're like, nope, all fake. So, no offense, get off your high horse, shut the fuck up. It's insane.
W podcast, I've been listening for a while here in Ireland and support you and Nick fully.
Thank you. Yeah, Ireland needs to be freed as well. Ireland is going to shit in a lot of ways.
Do you think only Catholics go to heaven? Original question, I know.
That's generally the Catholic belief. For the most part, yeah. I get shit for saying that too, but yeah, for the most part, yeah, that's the Catholic belief, and I'm a Catholic. I think the way to heaven is through Jesus Christ, and I think the true church of Jesus Christ is the Catholic Church. I mean, the Bible didn't come around for hundreds of years after Christ's death. The Catholic Church was built immediately after Jesus gave the keys to Peter to become the first pope. So that's our belief as Catholics. But again, anyone who accepts Jesus Christ as their Lord and Savior is fine with me.
Definitely not emo. Organized religions are psyops of the highest order. Born and raised Catholic myself, and from what I can tell, hardly anyone should be going to heaven. Really don't want to offend anyone that has limited critical thinking or is unaware of blatant hypocrisy, as might even ignite another religious war. I have this very based philosophy of just try and be nice and do the right thing, as life is hard enough.
The Catholic Church is a very big part of a lot of people's lives. The Catholic Church is good. If you're born and raised Catholic, you should stay that way. And if you were born and raised Catholic, that should be your belief as well. And again, we don't have to be assholes about it, but that is the Catholic belief.
Not gonna lie, but the GPT thing seems far-fetched.
I don't know. I don't think coincidences really exist as much as people like to say they do.
It's just a geometric coincidence, and you can do that with any type of logo with many lines.
And it makes the Israeli star? Shut the fuck up.
How is it far-fetched? That ChatGPT made an intentional inverted Jewish logo face with tears of joy.
Because they did.
They love coincidences. Dude, this ridiculous. Why they even put the Jewish symbol there?
Dude, they've been dripping this in front of our faces for years. You're just a retard. It's coincidences don't really exist. Like, for the most part, they don't exist.
New Fav podcast. Enjoy the honest truth for once.
Thank you. Yeah, we're gonna keep telling the truth here.
Why is Bros PFP a picture of Dementia Dawn?
Concealing their power level, as everyone else should be.
It's ACC crazy that people defend socialism. Like, if you love socialism so much, then move to the Soviet Union. Oh wait, you can't.
Yeah, I think socialism's bad. I think there's some socialist principles we could probably bring into America if we were a much richer country and not in debt, but we're not a much richer country and we are in debt.
BTW yesterday when I said I supported those kids, I meant I never supported those kids whose parents told them to kill cops, not the 8 and 11-year-old who died. I support those too.
I don't know what kids you're talking. Did I show a video of parents saying that to kids yesterday? You might have to remind me on that one. It's been a long couple weeks with traveling and Thanksgiving and all that.
We need Pride person back. His rage bait was ACC so funny.
I guess. This is our last comment we got on here. Not a crazy amount of comments, but we got a decent bit.
It's disgusting for you to call it a Holocaust. Watch a movie about the Holocaust. Do the Israelis have ovens to burn them? No, but on October 7th, Hamas burnt babies in ovens to Israelis parade Palestinian terrorists through the streets. No, but Hamas doesn't, has thousands of evil Palestinians cheering them on.
What about the thousands of Israelis cheering on war crimes? What about you defending the war crimes? And a Holocaust doesn't mean that there was ovens. A Holocaust means a genocide happened, and we witnessed the genocide. So, yeah, I don't feel bad. I just don't. That's what they went through. They went through a genocide, and the people who survived it survived a Holocaust. They are Holocaust survivors. Let's refresh it, see if there's any new comments. That seems to be all the comments. Okay. That's going to be the entire show for the day. Hope you guys enjoyed the show. Hope you guys are having a great day. I want to remind everyone to like, smash the follow button, rate the show 5 stars on Spotify. Leave a comment. Let me know what you think of the show. Read all the comments from today, Wednesday's show, at the end of tomorrow on Thursday. Hope you guys enjoy the rest of your day. And remember to scan the code up in the corner. Join our Telegram channel to stay updated on all things America First and America Unfiltered. We'll keep you guys updated as much as possible. May God bless you. May God bless America. I want to take one more minute at the end of the show. Let me pull it up even just to show you guys. But I really want to just thank everybody for watching the show, tuning in. I mean, I was mind blown seeing this. Let me get it pulled up right here. I was mind blown seeing this. Top 5%. Like, that's you guys. That's you guys who did this. That is the viewers of this show who brought me here, who support the show. Thank you to everybody who supports the show. I mean, it's truly heartwarming. And not only that, we received more than 99% more comments than any other show. We're in the top 1% for comments. Keep the comments pouring in. I'll keep reading them. We are in the top 99 or top 1% of people who finish and listen to the show. Like, that's amazing. And I'm a top 10 show for about almost 15,000 people. Like, let's go. This is why we're doing this. This is why we're doing this. We're doing this for you guys. We're doing this for America. We're doing this for the people who haven't even been born yet, who are going to be raped, robbed, and looted of their sovereignty before they're even born. And we need to restore America to America. We need to bring the principles back to this country that our founders intended this country to have. We need to be brave. We need to be warriors. We need to be stoic. We need to be men of Christ. We need to win. And as long as we have Jesus Christ on our side, we cannot lose. With that, I'm going to sign off today. I hope you guys do have a blessed day, a blessed night, and I will see you guys tomorrow on Thursday. Thank you.